Here are a bunch of practice tools that really helped me improve my bass playing, and hopefully they'll do the same for you too. So in no particular order, let's start off with the good old-fashioned metronome. I've got a Legato clip-on tuner here, tuner/metronome, and there are actually loads of really good metronome exercises that will improve your timing. If you're interested in one lesson that goes into more depth, here's one here. But what I like to do often is just to place the beats on beats 2 and 4 to simulate the backbeat, the snare drum, you know. So if I stick this on here, I've got this at 51 beats per minute. So this sounds slow, but I'm feeling it like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, it sometimes takes a little bit of time to get into the metronome when you do that, but I just think a clip-on one is great because there's really no excuse. It's just there, you can play your bass even acoustically, and you can just be, you know, every day working on what is, after all, one of the most important facets of our bass playing careers is timing, groove, feel. So another practice tool, I use this all the time, and that's my DAW, or digital audio workstation. I use Logic Pro, that's what you see in the background here, that's how I record the audio for these video lessons. But I also record on this, you know, professionally, but also just to get ideas down in practice sessions, and also to create backing tracks, and especially for drum beats. So it's like in the computer version of a metronome, but a little more exciting, is just drum loops. They're really excellent. So I use Stylus RMX, although Logic Pro X comes with its own drum beats. You can use GarageBand, you can use Cubase. It really doesn't matter what you use. You just have a drum beat. So something like this one. That, for me, is way more fun than a metronome, although a metronome is good because if you take away the beats like I did, and I just was on 2 and 4 with the metronome, then I'm forced to work on my own inner clock much better than I am with a drum loop where you've got lots of things going on. However, I just feel it's just a lot more fun with a drum loop. Then I guess you've got the pedal version of both of these things, and I've got this Beat Buddy by Singular Sound that I've been using recently, and I really, really love it. So you can set a metronome, you can set various drum beats that they have with that, and this is where I hook it up to either an amplifier or, you know, my setup behind me, and I can just scroll through and click as I'm playing a drum beat or a metronome. I guess it's good to start with all those things because I really do think that timing, feel, groove, along with your technique, those are the areas that really are, I think, great to focus on every day. So those tools really help me. Now, this software was sent to me by Tomplay, and I get sent a lot of things, and I don't use everything because it's not all great in terms of what I use. But Tomplay is excellent. It's a software that allows you to play along to hundreds of songs, and you can take the bass away from it. You can slow down, you can speed up sections, you can loop sections. It's an excellent practice tool for playing songs. Here's something I recorded a while ago.
Welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely place.
So it's got the notes, it's got the tab, so it's got the chord symbols above, so you can actually make up your own bass lines. You don't need to follow the written ones. It's excellent for creativity. If you want to be a session player, you can, you know, make up your own bass lines to existing songs. It's fantastic. Touched on it earlier, but an iMac, a laptop, an iPad, even a phone these days, you can record yourself, and you can get your metronomes on that. You can get various different apps and software that you can use to help you practice. So having something like that in your practice room, I think, is a good thing. This was another piece of software that a company sent me, and there are loads of these types of ones around at the moment, and I don't know what technology is going on. It's some kind of witchcraft, but you can remove whatever you like. So for us bass players, you can get a song, you can put it on your laptop, and then you could remove the bass, and then you've got a really great backing track that you can play along to. You could actually remove anything. Listen to this. This is a song called The Alien by Dream Theater, and it's got some crazy intro that I want to learn. So what I did is I removed everything apart from the drums. All I need to do now is learn the riff and play along. If you've downloaded any of my free backing tracks, and if you haven't, please do. If you go to my website, I'll put a link below. I've got hundreds of backing tracks that are completely free, no sign up. And most of them I use this. I use Band in a Box, which for many styles is absolutely excellent. You just input some chords and you say what style of music you want, and it churns out a really excellent backing track with live musicians playing it. For creativity, I really think it can't be beaten. I love it. I'll be doing an entire video on this next one, but having a looper pedal where you can just input, you can even just go, and that's your drum beat, or you can input a chord progression, you can play over that. That's such an excellent way to practice, because you can practice chords, you can practice harmony, you can practice soloing, you can practice even recording your beat buddy over the loop, and then timing exercises you can do that way. Right, I'll put down my beloved fretless a second and show you this. So I've got a Carla Ubase. I did a video on this recently. Now imagine I'm in my lounge just over there. I often will do this. I'll just pick this up. A little bit out of tune there, but the barrier to entry into playing, into practicing, is so low when you have an acoustic instrument just lying around. So I use that Carla a lot, especially, you know, it's so portable rather. I can just take that anywhere. Then I've got this slightly bigger Breedlove acoustic bass, and same thing. The action on this one is slightly higher. It's a little bit harder to play, which in a practice setting is good, because it's just getting me stronger, strength, stamina increasing more when I'm playing this. But more importantly, it's just there, it's out of its case, and I can practice immediately. Probably something else that's going to require another video is my setup, where maybe I don't want to make any noise, everyone's asleep, and I'm in the lounge area. I've got this little Mua practice headphone amp, whatever you like to call it. It's got effect on it, and I can just plug into that if I don't want to play an acoustic bass guitar. I want to play my electric, because after all, that feels different, and I can just plug everything in. I've just got a setup ready to go. It doesn't have to be this Mua. Again, they sent me this and I really like it. Actually, it could be anything that's a bit like that, that's small and portable, and that you can just press on immediately and get playing. Finally, a little plug, I guess. I wrote this, the Bass Guitar Practice Journal. You don't have to use this. This has got blank pages where you can can see what you're working on, little diagrams for ideas, and tab and notation. Just, it doesn't have to be this, but something like that where you've got a game plan for your practice. You know, here are the songs I'm working on. I want to work on technique, and then you can, maybe you've got a scale and you can write that down. You need a game plan. You need some sort of organization as well. When I was learning years and years ago, I was given so many little sheets by my teacher, and I promptly lost them. I didn't have them in one place, right? So just have a journal, something like that, or even just a folder with some loose sheets of whatever you're using. Maybe you're actually digital now, it's on your iPad or your phone. Just be organized and have some sort of a game plan for your improvement on bass. So I'll leave it there, but I've got my website, onlinebasscourses.com. I've got first things to learn on bass guitar there. I've got a start here section where, if you're a bit unsure of what you have to learn, just go there and it'll give you hundreds of lessons that you can use to improve your playing. So I hope that helped you. I'm sure I've probably missed out a couple of things here and there that are fantastic. So if I have, leave a comment below. What do you like? What's something that you can't do without in your practice routine? Thanks very much for watching. See you on the next video.